Would you work on the radio? Would you be a voice on the radio?
No.
It's just a podcast all night.
I would end up doing like a Rush Limbaugh thing.
Who said it had to be a talk show? What if you're just playing music and just talking in between, like...
Well, that's DJ. I could do that. Dude, last episode was a banger.
I'm not drinking for a while after that one.
Yeah. That was the maybe episode. That was a tough one. I put a short together for that, and I hope it does well. We'll have to see, but it's pretty funny. It's like a Jim Leahy meme.
Is it the one where I'm talking like over here?
Oh my god!
Not even at anybody.
We were gonna have it like where you were trying to stand up at the end of the end of the pod because this boy could not stand up.
No.
But we didn't record that apparently. I'm
okay with.
Me and Brad had both gotten up. And then I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, I just hit end record or whatever, and you were still sitting down. So I was like, okay, I didn't get the part. So that's probably fine. But yeah, other than that, you know, hopefully the rest of your night was good.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a fun pod. It was a good pod. We talked about a lot last time. Man, the only thing that I'm really mad about today, right, is my neighbor using my trash can.
That's just, you're only mad about that today?
Well,
every time they use it?
Well, I think it was somebody else using it this time, and I caught them, and I think that's like what got me upset. Because, you know, if I don't see it, how am I going to ever like, oh, okay, it was that guy?
We'll give you a game camera and just set it up right there.
Yeah, literally, you're being filmed. Like, put the little sticker on the front of a city garbage can. Oh, man. Yeah, I was a little bit upset about it, though. I was a little bit mad.
Like, don't they have their own?
Well, conveniently, both of his ones filled to the brim. Like, they're not going to pick them up because they're overflowed. Because that's what usually happens. They don't pick it up if it's overflowed. And I was like, so I go over there and knock on the door, and I'm like, I just saw you throw trash away in mine and you overflowed my garbage. They're not going to pick up my trash tomorrow now that you overflowed my garbage. And he's like, oh, everybody's doing it. I was like, what are you talking about, dude? I was like, can you just not do that to mine then? Okay, go get a dumpster or something.
Like, right.
I don't know. It bothers me. It's like, you know, like people pay for garbage here. So it's like, It comes out of my taxes and stuff. And I have to pay my landlord, you know, to like keep a trash can. I don't know. It's just dumb. So yeah, that was my little thing, my little hiccup today.
Fun days.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. It does feel like a Monday, though. It does feel like a Monday.
Well, did you sleep?
I slept like 4 hours today.
Okay.
And like 4 hours
above
yesterday.
Above par there.
Yeah, but on Saturday we had like that tournament, which I guess this is gonna be like a month later, but you know, we had like a $2,500 Marvel Rivals tournament, so that was kind of a big deal. You know, we ended up raising like another nine or almost $1,000. So we had about 3,500 to charity this last weekend.
What charity go to?
It ended up going to like some equality fund out in Cali.
Winning team gets picked, right?
Yep, it is what it is. I couldn't pick my own charity, you know. But yeah, so we ended up I think like 500 of it went to I think some animal shelter, and then the other like 30 or like, you know, whatever, 3,000 $3,000 went to some like equality fund out in CA.
That's not horrible. No.
Yeah. You know, if I had won, I guess it would have probably gone to like probably weather victims. It probably would have ended up going to like Ryan Hall's 501c3 because we just had like pretty bad storms here in Dodge County area and stuff.
They weren't bad for us, but
yeah, but you know, like
around
just south of us,
like
2 hours south, you know.
There were different. 9 tornadoes confirmed in Wisconsin that day. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, so I probably would have donated it to that, or I would have donated it to like Meals on Wheels. It's like a Catholic charity that's been around forever. But yeah, so anyways, we got all that taken care of, and everybody in our entire Discord was messaging like the mods the next morning, and everybody was like, that was like the most fun I've had in games for a long time.
Do another
Streaming
one.
was super fun. Like everybody enjoyed it. So
do one once a month.
We probably will be doing it more frequently. It went really, really well.
Would you switch up games, or would you still play Marvel?
I think Marvel Rivals is the one that everybody was having fun with.
Okay.
If we did like Warzone stuff, it would probably be structured a tad different. But like Warzone, Fortnite, like all that stuff's on the table. The one thing with Marvel Rivals, which was really nice, was everything is like a custom lobby, and you can put spectators in there, and you don't have like to buy server space or anything like that. It's all free. So setting that kind of stuff up was nice. The commentators could just be in the spectator channel. They were talking the whole time, and I don't know. It was. Were
you a commentator?
No. I would commentate, dude. I don't know. Observational stuff like that, like for games that I know well, I enjoy doing. Actually, I have commentated before.
You were going to this
I was
this last year, but
yeah,
I think that fell through.
I was supposed to do like a Val tourney,
yeah,
and I didn't know anything about Val, so that would have like Valorant. That would have been really, really tough, because it's a game I don't play.
Oh, right.
So it's like I don't really know.
You wouldn't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I've done Fortnite tourneys. I did like 2 or 3 rounds of one like a couple of years ago, and it was like really fun. I mean, it was just it was me and somebody I didn't know, but we both knew the game well. The dynamic worked, and we were able to like.
I'd love to do like a sports one, like a Madden or like.
Yeah, well, that's like
MLB,
real. That's like real.
Yeah,
sports.
commentators. Yeah,
like that's like going to like a high school football
I would love
game
to do
and
that.
doing that. Yeah,
I would love to do that.
Yeah, so that would be a ton of fun. I don't even know like how you really get into that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
You have to go to school for like broadcasting and just be around at the right time, bro.
It's around at the right time.
Like that's
really what it is.
Like, or it's like going and asking literally everybody. Like,
yeah. Like,
I
hey,
want to work here.
Yeah,
is the end goal. Get me there. Like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like there's a guy that my brother knows that did like a bunch of college games.
Would you work on the radio? Would you be a voice on the radio?
No.
Why not? It's just a podcast all night.
I would end up doing like a Rush Limbaugh thing or like a Alex Jones type thing, and it would just be like I would probably get canceled
on air.
I would just start yelling like, and I don't know. There's different voices for that. Like, obviously, people are like better at it. It's just I understand. I think I can't make enough. And this would be like the difference between doing like gameplay commentary versus like sports broadcasting versus like radio talk show host. But
who said it had to be a talk show? What if you're just playing music and just talking in between like your sets? You know what I mean? Like,
that's DJing. I can do that.
But that's not really like DJing. It's radio broadcasting because you are like technically talking, but you're also just like, oh, button music. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's just DJ playing though. That's easy. I think I could do that. Not that it's like super easy, but like I think I could like learn that.
Yeah.
The thing that I can't do, I guess I could.
So you couldn't do a pod on radio.
I guess I could do it because
aren't we doing it right now?
It's a podcast on radio. I think
it is if we are on Spotify. Our Spotify listeners are considered radio listeners, aren't they?
That's true. But we have like 2 listeners a month or something. You guys can change that. Go click the link. Yeah. No, I think something about and again, this might be like the difference between like the 4 major things that I was just saying. Like sports broadcasting, the referencing that you have to do for numbers and stats for players,
or
I don't
even
think I
players'
can do.
names.
Yeah, knowing every single number on the team, can't do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, see, that might be your thing, right? Playing like one game and doing like Fortnite commentary because I play the game. I know the build counts. I know like edits.
Where
I know
me,
like,
it's just
like
like,
that.
oh, this person shot this person.
Yeah, and then they died.
They built something.
Yeah, they built the Taj Mahal. I don't know how they did it that fast. You know, and
They built a pyramid. Oh, they were real.
yeah. And, you know, like, so one game like that, knowing a game well, like Warzone, I can probably do. Like, you know, there's games I can do well. And then I think, like, sports broadcasting, you have to be kind of mainstream when it comes to, like, your referencing and stuff, too. So, like, okay, yeah, you can get the stats. There could be, like, one commentator that's really good maybe at, like, stats and, you know, like, interceptions thrown this year, whatever, yada, yada, yada. And then the other commentator is usually the guy who's like a Joe Buck, and he just says like the first thing that comes to his mind. And it's usually
hate Joe Buck.
Everybody hates Joe Buck, but dude, I think putting Joe Buck in like a Warzone scenario
Joe Buck, I
would
fucking
be hilarious.
hope you see this.
Yeah, putting Joe Buck commentating like
anything, it's trash.
And he would. This is you could say trash, but he's going to be a commentator in every situation.
Talking about nothing related to what he's seeing.
No, and it's phenomenal. So like,
no, it is not.
No, it is. It's a skill set. Okay,
I can do that too. Put me in a Fortnite broadcasting. That is me. I'm Joe Buck up there.
Joe Buck is gonna be really good at it though, even though he shouldn't be.
Doesn't remind me of Patrick Mahomes, but
no, I'll maybe die on this hill, but Joe Buck is like one of the best commentators of all time because he just says the most like general thing, right? And that's what like gets people to think about it. Like people are like, oh, like he just said what's exactly already on my mind, right? That's a good commentator. It's like Penguins. Watching that guy commentate like cop chase videos online. I don't know if you guys have seen Penguins or Moist Critical, but like he just commentates exactly what everybody's thinking. Asmongold is really good at that. But you put Joe Buck in like a Fortnite scenario, and he will commentate even though he knows nothing about the game. And I think that's what makes him like a good commentator.
No, give me like
you could put him on a radio show and he could talk the whole time too. And you could put him in like
I don't know if you know who Bob Uecker is. He was the sports like broadcaster of the Milwaukee Brewers, but he did like he was in the movie Major Leagues.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen that with Charlie Sheen.
Probably haven't.
But he's like the broadcaster up in the booth for that, and it's just like he's just like being himself, just a little bit outside as the pitch is like way over there, just a bit outside, like just being funny, you know, like And I respected that because it's just like I want to be like, yeah, like put me in that, like you're trying to like paint a picture, like oh, Babe's at the plate, he's pointing out a shot, like here's the pitch, like
it's like an observational like painting, like he's watching like the movie, right? And he's like telling you what the movie is,
like he's describing what's happening, like like,
and that's pretty good,
painting a picture, like
And
but the broadcasters need to go back to that broadcasting voice, like the Massey, and here he comes stepping to the plate,
the 50s voice. That formal voice.
You know,
is gone.
You know what broke that? Jackie.
Yeah.
Here's a African American coming up to the plate. Oh shit. And we're back, folks.
Yeah, done. Done story. You can't be formal anymore.
Yeah, no one has any fun nicknames anymore. Like, I think Petey the Short Johnson.
I think the only like formal stuff now, and maybe this is like a couple of content creators going back to it, but they'll like wear business suits now and like do podcasts.
Like I said, we need to go do one at like Angelina's in the gangster suits, bro.
Yeah, like just pinstripes. Yeah, we might
have some cigars.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, if we had like a cigar lounge and stuff, that'd be lit. But like what Patrick Bet-David, like he kind of has that, right? Like they do business suit apparel all the time for their pods, and it's like there is like a big difference there. But like I don't know if that comes back because everybody just wears pajamas now. You go to Walmart and everybody's just in their pajamas. I just don't think it comes back.
Or what we hope is their pajamas.
Yeah.
If they're wearing that as a fashion statement,
I'm pretty sure they rolled out of bed, but it would be.
Have you seen half these people out?
Yeah, you can't even see half, dude.
You think they can roll out of bed?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can't even see half. But yeah, so that's like, I don't know. I don't think it ever comes back. And there is like a lost thing with that. Like people just don't care about their
Dress
appearance.
good,
They
feel
just
good. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and I guess I'm not one to say anything. Like I don't go out dressed well either.
it depends on where I'm going. Like if I'm going to work, I ain't dressing nice to go to
Yeah,
work.
and
You know
that's
what I
our
mean?
job.
Like,
But that's like a little bit different. It's like people
even
who,
if I was a cook, I'm not dressing nice to go to work.
yeah, and maybe there's just like
But
different
if it's
industries.
like after work hours,
Yeah.
I'm gonna dress a little bit nicer because I like to treat myself.
Yeah. I think like, what we kind of have to bring back is like, okay, say we're going to like the movies tomorrow, right? And
It all depends on what time.
you gotta
Like,
wear like a bowler cap. You gotta wear like the suit,
I'd do it.
tie. I
I'd
would
do
do it.
it.
I would do it too. I would do it. It would
Like
be
if
like the
that's
bargain.
if
it'd
that
be
was
like
our requirement for the day, I'd do it.
yeah.
I'd probably wear the suit all day and
Yeah.
go fishing.
We need okay. I
Just
don't know
out there
about that.
fishing in the suit, bro.
We need to bring that kind of thing back though, where it's like general stuff where you just go out, like go downtown or whatever.
Out
you
to
just
dinner,
nice.
dressing up. Yeah.
Yeah. Because some people will, but like what dressing nice is now just doesn't look the same as it did like
I mean, it all
100 years ago.
dressing nice and dressing like formal is two different things. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
And I think we need to go back to like the formal.
no,
dressing.
yeah.
That's
But
what I'm
like,
saying.
that's the version. That's
Yeah.
the phrasing of it. It's
Because
like
dressing nice now, like it's all
a nice shirt, nice pants.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
whatever. Yeah,
Like maybe khakis and
it's a
polo.
casual nice.
Yeah. And
It's
like
not
now,
formal.
but now
Yeah.
it's formal. But I'm saying we got to go back to formal.
That
Where
means
it's
we
like,
can smoke in the bars again. Then
That's really what we got to bring back. I have a theory on that, but
that's
I'll
where the
save that
city
for
went
the After
downhill.
Dark show.
That's where this country went downhill.
Yeah,
when
that's
we
when-
couldn't smoke in the bars anymore.
There's a direct link between nicotine and testosterone.
When you couldn't
use.
just like graduate high school and go buy a pack of cigarettes. Yeah.
Nicotine use and testosterone levels are one and the same. Like, I'm not saying that the country went downhill and got more feminized after the ban of nicotine in bars, but it might have.
We can't prove that it doesn't.
Yeah. Where's your opposite proof of that? Okay, the burden of proof is on you.
Because after that, we got more Karens now.
Yeah,
You know what I
It all
mean?
makes
Like,
sense. It all makes sense.
come on now.
It really. I mean, there might be some.
Now,
some
even if I'm
theory
standing
there.
right outside the door, some Karen's still yelling at me that smoke's coming in the bar. I'm like, I'm outside.
Yeah. There's only like 2 bars downtown that still have smoking.
In the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
There's a couple around.
we need more. We need more, is what I'm saying.
Well,
But
just,
then
just,
everybody just brings in their vapes now.
just do it.
Do you okay?
What
do
are
you
they
think,
going to do? Kick me out?
Do you think
Okay.
vapes are like a low? Do you think they're actually good for you?
No, they're worse for you.
Yeah. Okay, good.
They give you popcorn lung. I've never heard of a cigarette smoker complaining of a popcorn lung.
Yeah, kids have like lung collapses now, and like
Smoke cigarettes, you noob.
yeah. Well,
on.
also like, do you not think it's related to the vapes?
No,
Like,
it is.
It
100%.
is. It has to be.
100%.
You don't have a lung collapse
You're
in your
smoking.
early 20s.
You're smoking like literal like water vapor,
Yeah.
flavored water
It's like
vapor,
oil.
chemical, yeah,
It's like plastic oil
acrylic substance. Of
Yeah.
course, you're gonna get sick like
all the time.
all the time. Like,
Yeah.
and kids don't go out and create like their immune system like we did. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
Johnny's sick with the chicken pox. You're going to hang out with Johnny for the
They
day.
don't even do that anymore. Right?
No, like,
They're like, oh, he didn't get his vaccine.
but
Can't
yeah,
hang out with
it's
that
just
person.
like-
They don't have vaccines.
yeah, it's just like, come on, like,
yeah. No, it's insane. And I think that'll reverse. By the time, like,
if I know my kid, or like if I have a kid and I know the neighbor has chicken pox, yeah, you're going to hang out with that kid.
yeah,
'Cause
like sleepover, 8 kids over there. Everybody's hanging out with Johnny.
wrestle.
tonight.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like cough in his eyes.
Share
No.
water bottles. I don't care. Like,
Yeah. No, I think we go back to that. Like, I think Gen Z kind of like backlashes pretty hard on most
the
of this.
basement dwellers.
Yeah, it's the basement kids, man. The
But
basement
they're
kids.
in the like worst category though too.
Or they're in the thick of it, and we're probably doomed for another generation or two. Like we were just talking about how cooks they are, dude. They don't even know if they're dating each other. They don't even know like what. Okay, because this is part and due to like the Me Too movement stuff. They grew up right during it, so it's like you can't make a sexual advance on a woman because they've deemed that evil, and then also it's like creepy, which they're probably right. It never wasn't creepy. But that's also like how things move.
I feel like it all depends on how you went about it.
Yeah. But I think like
that's the thing for me.
The stage that they're at, well, like how old they are, like they don't know. Like they don't know like what is deemed too creepy. The line is like everywhere, right?
Well, they never had to do it in person. It was always over a screen. Yeah.
Yeah, could be a
we always had to, hey, what are you doing Saturday night? Like, for me, it was at least in person. Like,
I'm not doing much on Saturday. You want to come over?
We're going to play Mario Kart around 7. But.
Yeah. But after that, I'm free. I got to go to work, actually.
Not no more.
I can call out of work. Yeah. No, like that casual combo. Yeah, like you said, it's gone.
No, yeah.
They have to text you. They don't call anymore.
Yeah.
Like they don't
call me after 9 when my minutes are free anymore.
Yeah.
They don't even know what that is.
Yeah. No, that's yeah.
Call me after 9, bro.
Yeah.
Minutes are free.
Well, and then they also have like the option, like the screen option, right? They're just swiping left or right. Like the apps, man. The apps ruined them. I
don't know what that's like. I've never been on one.
Never had to deal with it. And,
never been on one.
And they're only like what? Like most of the people that are dealing with that issue right now are like probably 25, 24 years old, 5-6 years younger than us.
I'd say like 17 to 25.
Yeah. So like 3-4 years younger than me, and it's like that's the entire difference of like what era they grew up in. I don't know how it can be like that different, but it is.
Because they had everything handed to them.
Maybe.
But they did though.
I mean, did they get too spoiled? Is that it?
I think so. I think like they've been coddled too much and like they've had everything at their fingertips.
Yeah. Do we blame like millennials for that? Who do we blame?
I blame the internet. Like just having the internet because like literally everything could be at my fingertips.
Yeah.
Anything I wanted.
Yeah.
Like there's no limit to that. Like I could have passed high school in 2 years with the internet. I didn't even, I barely had the internet in high school. Like
yeah. With AI now, you can like basically deep research.
Here is my next 4 years.
Yeah, like you could like learn if you like really dedicated like 3 months to some expert topic, you could probably become an expert on that.
Exactly.
Topic. Yeah, like,
my whole like restaurant career, I could be a professional now. Like even though I kind of am, but
but you could like do that without like formal training nowadays, which is like crazy. Like that's something that's just.
But then like there's those kids that go to culinary school and think they know so much more than I do, having 17 years in the business.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, show me this, and they go, what's that? I go, exactly. Like
like things you can't pick up at
like
school.
No, like they're not gonna teach you this.
Yeah.
You have to learn it. Like,
well, I've been talking about this a lot with people, so this must just be in like the brainwave right now. But the educated class that has come out of college the last couple years,
I don't know them. I mean, I know them because I was selling them stuff, but
I
don't know them.
The way that they act is like
so childish.
It's childish. They also believe that they know better than people who have been there forever at any job, any place.
Oh yeah, like,
and they also are. And this might be your entitlement thing, but they're asking for $100K a year out of college.
It's not just college because it's people coming out of the military. They don't even have to go to college. Like there are so many kids coming out of high school thinking they know so much more than me right now.
Yeah.
When I go, okay, your life experience of a whole 18 years.
Yeah.
Like
that's cool, I guess.
How many cornfields do you remember? Like none. We live in two different worlds. Like
well, and that's the thing too. They never got really.
They never had to. They never had to pull their money together to put in a WAP of whatever the fuck we could get our hands on.
Yeah. Well,
and did we complain about how nasty this shit was? No, it was everything we got was thrown into this.
The kids that did get that, like the ones who are like younger than us, 17 to 25, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got that opportunity, and like say they were like the cool, like they would have been like for us like
the clique,
the cool kids, the ones that we would have like actually hung out with.
Okay.
I'm saying not the clique group. I don't know them that well, but like the actual kids you would have hung out with, got blacked out with at night or whatever, did LSD with, whatever. That group, like
the fun group,
the fun group, that
the experimental group,
the experimental kids,
yeah.
They never really got a fair shot at like, what they could actually do with their lives. Like I feel like they were burnout like before they even graduated high school, and then like by the time they were able to get a job, like nobody gave them a fair shot.
I feel like it all depends, because like I was a part of that group who like the teachers hated me because they knew what I was doing.
Yeah,
they couldn't prove what I was doing.
But I think if you had graduated high school now and you were like that kind of burnout kid, you would just not be given a fair shot at all for anything.
No. Absolutely not.
And I think,
and that's just because like culture, like I feel like the culture still defines marijuana as a Schedule 1 drug. You know what I mean? Like
maybe.
It's still like in the culture where.
But let's just say it's experimental, like everything, right? It's like the kids are kind of just more out there with things. It's not even drug users. They could just be like kids who just didn't like school. They like wanted to go hiking in the woods and just like wouldn't,
Tell me all these kids that are hiking in the woods and not doing any drugs.
I probably know like one or two, like low-key, but I don't know, man. Like the Boy Scout types, okay? Like,
hey, they're definitely on drugs.
Yeah, probably. They got really into yoga.
You can miss me with, I'm going to enjoy the Girl Scouts. They got cookies.
Yeah.
And girls.
Yes. But those people aren't even like that anymore. All the kids coming out of high school are gay, so okay.
Or trans.
Or trans.
Or cats.
Yeah, or dogs.
Or whatever, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So it's like that's the thing now, right? It's like I don't think they would be given a fair shot anymore. And
if you come to me and tell me you're a dog or a cat, I am giving you absolutely 0 shots.
They only do it in their free time when they're not at work. You know what I mean? Like, or at school or whatever.
You tell me you're a cat, I'm going to tell you to go lay by your dish. Like,
they might like that.
Exactly. Like, leave me the phone.
Yeah. Like, but, you never know.
Throw a ball for you. Here you go. Like,
but yeah, like how many kids are coming? Like, is that almost?
And who comes up with that ideation? Who creates that in the brain? It's not these kids. It's coming from somewhere else.
It's either childhood trauma.
Are they teaching this in schools? You know what I mean?
Probably is a school system.
You know what I mean? At a young age, it's like, oh, are you a boy or a girl?
Yeah.
What do you want to be?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Gender affirming stuff.
Like, no, you can't do that. Like,
it's like cat affirming. And
they don't even know what that is
affirming.
right now. Like, you can't ask them that. Like,
yeah. No, it's like it's
a whole grooming situation.
If the entire thing is like yeah, I mean, if it's that bad, I just don't know how you like end it. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. I don't know how to end it, but like,
it's definitely like you basically get rid of public school systems
which
again.
you might have
but
to.
people get really mad about that one. People get really upset about that one.
Why?
Because I think
we could create a whole better new one. You know what I mean? Like,
and this is, I don't know if it's like the way to go. But now that you kind of can do online schooling and you know it doesn't work well, you don't want to go this route anymore. It was probably going to be the internet was going to be the solver.
Our teachers.
That. Yeah, it's just going to be, you're going to have like a teacher just film an entire school year's worth of stuff. Are we going to
become that like population of like Wall-E where we're just strapped to the chair and it's just like the screen in front of our face?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that going to be us?
Yeah, that's honestly probably it. Wall-E, dude, the old Disney Pixar movie. Yeah, no, that's probably what it's gonna be.
Up there floating around.
It would
on
make
this
more sense
giant
that way.
ship.
Like we just get too big to like move, and then we just
Because they're
have
not letting us do anything.
we just have floating
they
chairs.
stuck us in a chair. Don't
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah. They like mandated it that you like couldn't drink raw milk,
Like,
and next thing you know,
couldn't do
you're
anything.
Yeah, next thing you know, you're in a chair for life, or you're in the pod.
Yeah.
That would be the other thing, right? You get in the Matrix pod and eat your goy slop or whatever, whatever you're gonna make us eat. Bugs.
I don't know.
Eat the pod. You eat the bugs. You get in the pod.
Like, I don't
That'd
know.
be like the whole thing. What are the odds that we're in a like Matrix like simulation already, and maybe we're already in the Matrix pod?
If we're in the Matrix pod, we're too far gone.
Yeah.
Like, there is no coming back from this one if we're in the Matrix pod.
I read a pretty interesting take today from an AI bot, right? Somebody plugged in, and dude, Breton, who works with us, he does this stuff a lot too. So he's actually really
Where's he at?
He can't make it to Mondays. I know that much. I think he does like open mic night tonight.
Down at the Red or what?
Not the Brit. Might be kind of fun to like go see him because he does like poetry slams and stuff like that.
My buddy's a big musician too, and he does the Root. He does all over too. So
Nice. Yeah, I know a couple buddies who still like play down there, and Popcorn Tavern is the other one.
Big one. I love Popcorn.
I haven't actually been down
I've
there.
never been in
since
I haven't been in Popcorn since I became old enough to drink.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I've probably
Legally.
Yeah, I've probably been
did-
down there more recent than that, but like it's been a long time.
We still
but
need
fun
to
shows
we still
there
need
and
to do
all
the
that.
Edward 40 hands.
I know, but you said you're done drinking, and I'm not drinking right now.
I said this pot I'm not drinking.
All right,
this
we'll
one.
do it next week or
Friday. All of us.
Yeah, Brad's got work, dude. That would not be good.
No excuses.
Now you're just coming up with excuses.
It's either a 40 or I'll make him one of these.
Yeah. What was I about to say? The AI thing, right? So like this bot came up with like an entire breakdown of like what reality really is and how it's structured. And basically your brain is just processing the data that it can process so that you can stay like grounded, but it might not be what reality actually looks
How
like.
are these AI bots smarter than me?
Because they have all the information ever. I think that's like the crazy thing, right? That's like the crazy thing about it all. They have too much info, like way too much info. I wouldn't know what to do with that kind of info.
How do they give you a
either.
response like that too? It's just like,
It takes a while to spit it out, but yeah,
not really.
a couple of minutes sometimes, but
Faster than I'm gonna get communicating with this new gen.
yeah. Dude, that's another thing I'm kind of worried about. Is like the new gen is just gonna have AI chatbots to talk to, because they probably already are interacting with them, like on Facebook and Instagram. How many bot accounts do you interact with in a day?
Do I interact with none? Because I'm deleting all of them.
Yeah, but how
Because
many people?
I don't know you. No.
How many people get wrapped up in that all day and waste the whole day on bot interactions?
Probably a lot.
Yeah. How many bots are like generating the ad revenue that people will get for streaming and YouTube?
What? There's singles in my
stuff
area
and
near
TikTok?
me.
Yeah. Hot milfs, dude. They're everywhere. You just have to keep your eyes open.
Nah, she's with the thug. I ain't falling for that one. I ain't falling for that one.
Yeah, the thug is on the back pages, dude. But yeah, like I don't know, just I can't even imagine what the actual number would be for how many bots are interacting on the internet. But the dead internet theory, I remember when that was like a thing in 2015, and people were like, "Oh, 80% of interaction on the internet is fake." And I used to dismiss it. I was like,
I
maybe.
believe that now.
Yeah,
I totally believe that.
It's more and more real by the day.
I feel
And-
like that number is higher now.
Yeah. Oh, it's high. It's probably 90% of interaction is fake now. And, just looking at it like that, like, dude, imagine how cooked you are
Well, it's like
growing up in that.
it's like
if
watching
everything
catfish,
is fake.
bro. Like the people catfishing each
Oh,
other.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
how do you fall for that? Like,
Well, and that's the other thing too with like the dating thing, right? Like women aren't even swiping right on men who are like under 6 foot, 6 figures.
How they
6
know how tall
inches.
I am? I ain't filling out that information.
Yeah. Well, I tell.
I'm not on any, but
This is like my red pill, right? I tell like men who are on those dating apps, I'm like, dude, just say you're 6 foot. Like women don't know relational height in any capacity. Like unless if she's 6 foot, she's not gonna know you're 6 foot.
she's 5'11". You ain't 6 foot.
You're shorter than her anyway. Oh, I'm 6 foot. Yeah.
I didn't say where.
And I make $101,000, so technically 6
I will be
figures.
6 foot down when I die.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's what she has to understand. No, it's like yeah, I don't know. The preferential stuff is crazy. Like you look at like a graph of like what women swipe right on and then what men swipe right on, and
Men swipe right on is almost everything.
It's like anything from like a fish to like maybe like a hole in the ground, and then like women, it's like very skewed. It's like the top 1% of males and then back down. So
man is just like doop.
It's everything.
Yeah, it's boop, 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 boop.
2 million swipe rights and one match.
And it's a guy.
The guy from Thailand. Yeah. I saw a post online about that where some guy was like, yeah, I did really swipe like 2 million times right. Had like 160 chats. One person got back to him and he had 1 date out of all of that.
God.
So like I just imagine, and this is another thing too. So like men, like right now is the average is like they'll have 4 matches in like a week or whatever it is, or 2 weeks time frame. And only like 1 in 5 matches ends up in like a date. And then usually it's a ghost. So it's like
The no-show, yeah.
Yeah. So like you can't even like, I don't even know. So like, yeah, that's why they're all cooked. Like how do you, and you can't strike up conversation anymore because that's creepy. You can't like, you don't even know, like you can't even make like any type of sexual advance at all because it might come off as like rapey. Which is like
we're getting yes.
The problem is it probably does because of how much they don't know how to interact with people, right? Like they're almost cooked every way because it's like, how could you ever have a non-creepy interaction with the opposite sex if every moment is a potential sexual assault or allegation?
Hey AI, what do I say?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and then AI is gonna just say, "Oh, here, subscribe to our premium model because we talk about the spicy stuff after dark." And then some 13-year-old is gonna try to buy that with their mom's credit card. You know what I mean? Like
BJ, we talked about this.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. I feel so bad for them, man. No. I do. I don't know, man. Like, just younger guys are cooked.
The younger generation's just cooked.
Yeah. I feel like an unk saying that at this point, too. I'm, like, old.
You're old. What does that make me?
I mean, everybody who's older than me is older, right? So I guess you're older than me.
Yes.
Yeah. Jeff is ancient. I think he just turned 40.
He's prehistoric.
Yeah. Our group chat's great for that because we have just like the 40-year-old with kids, and then it's like you
who does more than any of us.
Oh, way more. Yeah, he's always out doing stuff like. Yeah.
We don't got any excuses.
I mean, we have our lives to work, I don't know. That's the other thing too, like the younger gen, like dude, they'll work 40 hours and then go home and stare at a wall. Have you talked to, I don't know, talked to like Bartel about it or whatever. He's just like, oh yeah, like I'll watch a TV show and then go to bed. You didn't do anything else last night? Like you were off work for probably 7 hours before you went to bed.
But like you didn't eat, you didn't smoke, you didn't.
Yeah, did you like
shower?
He'll be like, oh yeah, maybe I like hit the hitter or whatever. It's like, okay, did you do anything? Did you go outside? Like, did you do?
Did you touch grass? Like,
yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I smoked. Oh yeah, but yeah.
Different kind of grass.
Yeah,
man.
But no, he'll be like, yeah, just like went home, watched a show or whatever. I'm like,
Like if I know I have to like work the next day though too, like
Yeah.
after like a day of working, it's like I'm just gonna like decompress real quick,
Yeah.
play a little bit of video games, maybe watch a show, and then
Make
go
food,
make
go to
food,
bed.
go to bed,
Yeah.
and do it all over again. And then if I know I'm not working, and then I'm like, I can do whatever. Like
And maybe it is just like a conversational thing then. Maybe they just like I know we've talked about it before, but like they don't know how to continue the combo.
I feel like in that situation, if you're referring to like
If it is, just Martell.
Like
But
a
I mean,
Martell,
anybody,
for instance,
yeah,
it's-
anybody in that gen.
for that, it's more like we have to keep them engaged, like keep the responses coming for that.
Yeah, but that's not how like a combo works, right?
No, but like, or find something that like he wants to talk about, or it's like
yeah,
find something that's like bugging him and be like, oh yeah, like
yeah. Problem is usually the only thing that's bugging these like new kids are other. Dude, it's like other
little kids.
It's like other coworkers.
oh yeah,
Like they just want to be all day, and I think like
I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna deal with my kid and get the fuck out of
yeah,
here.
yeah. I feel like I can't get
Like-
into like
I'm not getting into
Your drama's
I ain't
not-
getting into drama. No.
your drama's not real. Like
I didn't go to high school for this drama. I ain't coming
Yeah.
here for no drama. Like,
and that's the only thing that all of these kids that like come out of college want to do. They just want to create more drama, and it's like, well,
that's
you could just
all our clients know though
yeah,
is drama,
yeah,
and that's not good for them.
no,
So it's like I'm not gonna create any more drama.
yeah, yeah. Oh well, it's
Like it's just unnecessary.
yeah,
like
and like you said too, you got to find something that they're passionate about to get them engaged.
Or at least like something to talk about. Like,
But like what? Like that's the other thing. They don't have any hobbies.
oh, he likes his shoes, so it's like
Yeah,
shoe shopping.
he goes shoe shopping a lot.
Or at least I know he owns a bunch of pairs of shoes.
Yeah, so that's something that I've never gotten out of him. From
And it's
like,
just like,
talking
well, it's
about
just
anything.
like I noticed him wearing different shoes throughout the week. Or, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, so you commented on it, and he's like,
He's
"Oh,
like,
how
"Oh,
you
yeah."
know that?" Yeah,
I was just like, yo, I pay attention. Like
maybe that's me not having hobbies. I'm like,
you also what 2 days a week, so it's like how often
Yeah,
do you
that's
actually
true.
see him to have this like conversation
That's
where
true. That's true.
I see him more throughout the week to go, hey, how's your day going? At least,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
you doing anything fun this weekend? Like,
That's definitely true.
and like his weekends off, he has more planned than just watching
Doing
TV. Yeah.
yeah, like he actually goes out and does things.
Or like picks up at work. I'm like, okay, I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
yeah,
I
would
said
not do
fun.
that.
Like,
Oh yeah. I didn't say fun. You just said he picks up at work.
yeah.
Well, that's the thing. They just pick up more, and then they don't have any money to do anything.
How you picked up?
Yeah, I know, and that's the other
What are you
thing.
spending it on?
That's
Like-
the other thing. I don't understand where this. So it is partially on these younger gens too. It's like, whoa, what are they?
Is it fast food? Like, are they eating out all the time?
I
Like,
figure they're just Uber Eats or whatever every
Coffee?
single day. Coffee every single day. You're not gonna have money for anything. I don't know. As somebody who buys in bulk because I'm a boomer.
well, someone,
um,
who knows how to cook? Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I buy steaks. I buy like a lot, and then people are like, "How do you eat?"
oh, you get the 40 for 30 down off the truck, bro?
Yeah, it's like, well, how do you eat that well? It's like you just have to buy for like further out than a week. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have to buy for like a month. I don't know.
Or buy it and freeze it.
Yeah, buy it and freeze it. Who would have thought?
Hmm.
Who would have thought you can freeze meat
Hmm.
and then thaw it out whenever you want?
Or cheese or
Yeah.
whatever.
It's-
like,
so, but even then, I think like eating out is probably like more of a thing now. Like
or do
I
they,
don't think these kids know how to cook.
he's going.
I've seen them
he's-
try to make oatmeal in the
he's
morning and
going
they
down-
can't do it.
He's going downtown. The problem, like,
Yeah, and
you know what I mean? Like,
They can't be because they don't know how to interact with people. Like they don't know. Like if they go downtown, it's already gonna be like the group of kids that were like going out before all of like whatever happened to them anyway. But I feel like a lot of I don't know. I feel like a lot of them like don't socialize, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's crazy. Or it doesn't seem like they do because they don't know how to talk to people.
Right.
So it's like, okay. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm just at a loss. Yeah, what do they spend all their money on? How do they have money problems? They're in their 20s and they're working more hours than everybody else. They don't have kids.
School is paying for school, like
Yeah,
maybe.
paying for school for sure, but I mean, you know.
Other than that, I can't think of anything. Like,
Yeah, I guess you're going to be in debt forever on that anyway.
yeah.
It's like having a mortgage at that point. So maybe they're just in debt from school. Can't do anything ever again. But then they do go and like spend a bunch of money on like a vacation or like festivals.
Where'd you get that? Like,
Yeah. Maybe they work for that. Like, I don't know. I was
work for the vacation.
like Kat, the one who does tattoos. Yeah, she's like saving up right now to go to like North Coast in Chicago, and you know she's like gonna spend a weekend down there or whatever.
That'd
but
be dope.
she said it's like the first time she's leaving town in like 4 months or something like that, or 5 months. And she's saving up like every dollar for that. So she's working like
At both jobs. Yeah.
both jobs. But you're working 2 jobs. So how do you not have that money set aside?
She's got it. It's just she's not gonna touch it until she goes. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true. That's true.
not touching it before you like leave is the hard part.
That's
Like,
the hard part. Because
like,
you
just
save all this
holding it.
money
Yeah,
and then you're
just
like,
holding it.
yeah.
It's burning a hole. You know.
Yeah. I feel like I'm better about like saving in things that don't matter versus like cash, you know? Cash, like I can just spend right away.
Well, you don't like holding cash though.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's
I
the thing.
do have like,
like
I don't like cash. I know people say it's cash is king, but like,
it used to be.
just like a lump
Card
in
is
my
king
wallet.
now.
Yeah. Well, and then building the credit line and all that stuff, like that sucks. That's Matrix plugging in right there. You know what I mean? Like that's like definition of like you're getting old. I need to build a credit line. I don't have aged enough credit yet, so I can't get my loan for my house.
I need to bump it up.
Yeah.
Oh, you could get it.
Yeah, for me, I mean,
I
I
was
just
like, you could get it.
for me, I just write a higher number for income this year. And then hopefully they believe me. I don't know.
You just cash out a little bit of your crypto and it'll make it true.
Yeah, and that's like, yeah. But you know, I know my value of like money is different because I think this is one thing I don't really like, because money is like a concept, right? It is like
Allegedly.
you
It's
know,
like time. Is a concept, but is it real?
time is probably real.
Is money real?
Money is like
I don't think so.
It's like an exchange, right? So it's like if I can't grow potatoes, but you can grow potatoes, but I can grow corn and you can grow corn, we can trade corn for potatoes.
That's
the barter
cash.
system.
That's just trade.
But let's say that I'm a plumber and I plumb all day and I plumb your house, but you're a potato farmer.
I'm paying you potatoes.
I don't want potatoes.
That sucks. That's all I got.
I want baby diapers and I want like,
I'll give you some
chips.
baby diapers out of these potato sacks and
I guess we can make something work with that. Yeah, see, but that's the difference, Phil. You're able to adapt to that scenario. So
MacGyver.
You have like a value prop there, right? You could like, oh yeah, I can use my skills to make potato sacks and diapers, right? So I feel like, and not everybody's like this, but if you got put into a scenario, say you got dropped into a foreign country, didn't know the language, didn't know the technology,
Let me go.
didn't know anything there, didn't know anyone.
I'll be all right.
I give you 3 weeks and you probably at least have like a job at a corner store. And like they might not really speak English.
You want to buy some of this?
But you'll at least make your way. Like, you know what I mean? Like you'd have rent paid by the end of the month. Right. And that in itself, that's where like the concept of money isn't real. And it's because of like a value thing. Right. It's like you can put you anywhere and like you'll make something out of nothing.
I'll be okay. Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have this idea that like, oh, they make $200K a year, so they must be worth more than the janitor who cleans every single toilet spotless in the morning.
Swap positions for a month.
Well,
like do it. I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
You have to live off this janitor's salary for a month. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. undercover boss.
You
style or
you can't
something.
touch your funds. You can't.
Yeah.
I want to see how many can make it.
Yeah, and probably not a
You
lot.
have to do it for a year. Like make
it like
make it a year. Yeah.
Make it a year. Make it 3 months.
40
5 months,
40
whatever.
grand a year. You have
Yeah.
to live off that.
Yep. And you have to do your job well. And I think like the other,
Like,
the
yes.
janitor, like his job might not seem that important, but guess what? If he doesn't clean the toilets,
He's fired. Gone.
you get pink eye, or you get sick, or you get like
or closed down.
Yeah.
Or like
over whatever health insurance
health
comes
code
in, and
violation.
they're like,
Right.
yeah,
Like,
whatever.
yeah. Like
So that person's job is value, right? And I think, and the person doing 200K a year, maybe they're like a software engineer, right? So there's value there too.
right, but
But the feature that you added on an
when
app
you also
isn't-
own a company, I at least expect you to know what everyone in your company does.
yes. That's why like scaling has gotten so weird.
That's
like
right. Like
because people don't know like what's going on in their company anymore. Like Jeff Bezos
right.
has like a pretty tight lock. Elon Musk, he might have a pretty tight lock. But you look at like, I don't know, Procter and Gamble or something, like you look at one of those random like Fortune 500s.
Right.
There's probably about 70% of their employees that are email, Zoom meeting people that are not doing anything throughout the day. Like they're maybe doing like one email, and then maybe like they'll write like a summary on something, and then they'll hand it in to their boss. And
There you go. Yeah.
Their boss will like look at it and be like, okay, we don't really need this, but thank you for that anyway. And then they'll hand it to their boss saying that, hey, they did this, but that it didn't really help much, but it might have helped.
It might help you.
Yeah. And
I don't know.
there's probably about 70% of back office jobs doing that. And all of those people have the ego that like their 200K a job is worth more than that 40K.
My
a
shit
year.
don't stink. Yeah.
Yeah. And
But Outcast has told you for years, roses really smell like poop.
yes, yeah, and that's
Come
really the end of the. That's really all you need to know at the end of the day. No, but it is really like that. Like I would much rather have the hardworking janitor like put into a scenario that he doesn't know anything than like the 200K a year.
Or like when Frito-Lay was trying to come up with a flavor, and the janitor came up with Flamin' Hot.
Yeah,
Like
you never know.
Like
Yeah.
you're right. Like you don't know what he is capable of.
Like I would.
You're
rather,
not gonna give him a chance. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like,
yeah,
I want to see you. Yeah, swap jobs for a month. Live off his salary for the year, though. Like,
yeah,
I want to see what he can do in the month.
yeah.
But
And
can you live off his salary for the year? I guarantee you can't. Like,
yeah, and this is something to say too. Like, I'm not saying like the 200K a year isn't value either, but like I think I would rather maybe 200K might actually be too much of a value prop because that person can probably adapt to a situation.
but he could.
But the
But when
person
you-
making like 70K a year who's in like back office marketing, you throw them on the line for 40K a year, they like break down instantly and don't know what to do
Well,
anymore.
like
and
you swap
they
the
won't be able to make it.
200,000 and the 40,000 for the even a month, like their pay, and you come back to that 200,000, you're gonna have much more appreciation to what everybody else goes through.
That's true. Yeah.
Once you can't have that portion for the month, even
Yeah.
like
That's definitely true. That's definitely true. Because the living wages are so different between those two. So, like, you'd have to have an appreciation.
Right.
And, maybe when you put more people into those scenarios, like, you bring down the like, how much they're actually worth or whatever for a couple
I
months
think
or
you
a year.
have to.
I feel like they go back to their 200K a year and maybe they actually
Change
their
yes.
like they change their spending habits. They like change
Their
okay,
spending habits.
maybe
Maybe
I won't
pay
buy-
their employees a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
value their employees a little bit more for what they do.
Yeah. Because honestly, it is like a team. It's, man, dude, corporations and stuff, like, there's such team efforts. And I think, like, there's so much animosity between, like, middle
Where
management,
our
upper
job's just
management,
like,
lower
oh, we have a
management.
little bit extra money. Let's give it to you guys. Like, we
Well,
just have a little bit of money extra left over
Yeah.
compared to.
Well, they spend it at our job, but on air fryers and stuff.
that are now broke.
that the clients definitely don't use. But it's stuff like that like builds such like animosity for middle management versus upper and lower class, like lower. Because I think even like upper management, I think most of them at some point probably worked the job that most people work. You know what I mean? Like the CEO of McDonald's might like have been on the line. He might have been a line cook at some point in his life, and then like literally went up the franchising and went up to regional management.
I mean, that's how I became kitchen manager. Like I've literally done everything.
And when you do everything like that, you do like, you just know how it works. So you're like, we can change stuff. We can adapt. We can make less money here. We can make more money.
You come at me with new ideas. Let's do it. Like,
yeah. And then you can like try stuff.
Right.
So like, maybe it really just
is that really faster? Let's find out. Like,
yeah.
You do it your way. I'll do it mine. Real quick. Let's find out. Like,
and kind of like I said with the adaptability thing, like I said, you could put somebody in your position like anywhere, and they would be able to figure it out. A lot of people who have
we do that at our job, though. No one's figuring that out. Here, figure this out.
I mean, you kind of have to at some point, right?
I mean, no.
But I feel like a lot of people nowadays, like the younger gen, again, you put them somewhere in a scenario that they don't know anything about, and say like their internet like just doesn't work or whatever, and like they're in a foreign country and they need $1,000 by the end of the month. A lot of people are not gonna make it. Like they're gonna be homeless. A lot of the girls will go to OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Like, and they won't make money on that either. Like, so I think like that survivability, I guess, is just gone.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how many people I could trust to do that. You know what I mean? Like, just drop them in a foreign country and see what happens. A lot of people aren't making it back. You know what I mean?
Drop me off in a different city. Yeah. I'll find my way back.
Well, a different city, yeah, because
just anywhere in the U.S. Like, I can figure something out.
But everybody speaks English here. So you can kind of figure it out.
Like, literally anywhere. Drop me off in the hood. I can figure it out. Like,
okay.
Like,
yeah, well, yeah. I feel like I could figure it out too. If it came down to something, you had to figure it out. Yeah, like, drop me in the random hood in America, like Baltimore somewhere.
I'll figure something out.
Yeah, make money somehow.
In Compton, drop me off in Compton. Like, I'll figure something out. Like, either like,
yeah, and that's your value, right? So like, I feel like a lot of like that's again my idea of like money. It's like, how adaptable are you? How survivable are you? And if you're like persistent, I guess I just look at like more principal interest stuff where it's like, loyalty, persistence, grinding, like actually going out and hustling, like real hustling. Like those are way more valuable traits than saying that you just have money in the bank or whatever. You know what I mean? Like money in the bank is not going to mean anything if, say, the internet goes out tomorrow. How valuable are you actually to like some other thing, And it's like that's what I look at for why money is
not
fake.
Completely, but
I'm not saying money isn't real, because money does help with like the current thing that's going on.
But like not completely, but I wish the internet would crash. Just for a while.
Yeah. Could go out for a couple months.
Let's go back to the 90s for a minute. Yeah.
Problem is, it wouldn't go back to the 90s. It would go to like a civil war or something crazy.
I'm ready.
Yeah. And then that would last a while. And then we'd have to figure out after that what the heck to actually do.
We know what to do.
I think it's nuts that everything is like so based on the power grid. And it's like if that goes out, like it's just game over.
Not we almost us.
We need to figure out solar now.
We adapt. We'll be fine.
I mean, I have I'll like whip out the solar panel, and then I'll probably figure out like
we'll be fine.
I'll use my offline AI to tell me how to survive a zombie apocalypse. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Still got gas.
I'm gonna have like an offline AI tell me how to survive the next 15 days without only solar light. Like. Adapt, survive.
Start a fire.
Yeah, how to start a fire 101. The AI is going to be teaching me that in the zombie apocalypse.
I got all the tools. We're ready. Let's go. You got the guns.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too. Yeah, like I'll have other things, but yeah, it's just I don't want to become a loot drop, you know. So it's like I'm gonna be out there doing what I have to do. But yeah, that is something that like a lot of people. Again, the concept of money. It's just like it's not real. It's like how valuable actually are you? Like, are you okay? 200K a year, sure. What can you actually do in these different scenarios?
Oh, yeah.
And then like, can you fend for yourself? Are you adaptable? Can you learn? Like, that's way more valuable to me than any type of dollar amount.
That's
So,
fair.
I don't know. Not that I don't believe in money overall. Like, yes, you should probably try to get money.
You
but,
don't
like,
believe in mob money over?
Well, how do you get money though? Right? Create value.
Experience.
Yeah. Overcome. Survive.
This is a good one.
Is it?
Good one.
Btier Bowler hat question. What time are we at right now? Like 45 minutes?
We're at an hour.
Oh my gosh. Phil, quit talking. We're doing a podcast.
Oh, okay. I'll start drinking then.
Yeah, it's time.
Maybe.
Did you already finish that drink?
I didn't really put that much into that one.
Okay, all right.
Describe the last video game you played to your grandma.
This is a great one. I think I wrote this a while. I forgot I wrote this. This is funny. Describe the All right, this is funny because you walked in on me and Caleb playing this game. Grandma, pretty much there's mutant turtles that were overrun by other immigrants into the city of New York, and they have to fight the immigrants to save their country.
All right.
This is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. She would like that one. My grandma would be like, "Wait, you have to save your country from immigrants?" Yeah, it's like Donald Trump, basically.
Yeah, no Russians.
Yeah. And for people who don't know what game I just described, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, New Mutants or something like, or Revenge of the Mutants.
Rate the game
like that.
now. Rate the game now.
1 out of 100. It had cutscenes. It had PC culture, and this is a kids game.
It was only
crazy.
cutscenes.
Yeah, I pretty much watched more cutscenes than played game. And this is a children's game, but this is like 20 minutes into the game. We watched like 15 minutes of cutscenes. All right, what's yours?
Mine would be like, "Hey, Grandma, you know Minnesota Twins, the baseball team?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like,
Yeah, I
"Oh."
know that.
And she's like, "Yeah, they lost last night." I'm like, yeah, they did. But I play a video game and I play like the baseball like as them, you know, like not always as them, but like that'd be like my way to describe me playing my last video game, which is a show. So,
MLB.
yeah.
MLB the show. Okay. Yeah, I feel like sports games are kind of easy there.
Yeah.
You can just feel like, so you can actually control
Yeah.
this character.
This time.
This person.
Not all the time.
Yeah.
Like
Not all the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Sometimes,
just be watching the game and be like,
sometimes
home
the
run.
AI plays.
like
Yeah. No, it's that. Okay.
It's all rigged, Grandma. It's all rigged.
Yeah. Describing like, okay, because you can like, I don't know, Call of the Wild. You could probably describe that to your grandma.
Yeah. Well, just with stuff I do. Like,
Call
yeah.
of Duty would be a tough one, I think.
I go
Yeah.
play as a military guy and shoot a bunch of people.
Yeah, she'd be like, "You do what now?" Pulls down the glasses. Grandma, I'm not a bad person.
GTA would be fun.
School shooter vibe.
GTA would be fun. What do you play for?
I wish
video
my
games?
grandma played GTA, dude. She'd have so much fun playing.
Is that
There's
a hooker?
There's a joke in my family that my grandma can't hold a gun. Shoot everybody.
We have to test it.
But yeah, like low key, I want to go take her shooting.
Let's do it.
Dude, she lives down in Illinois, so it's like all
I'm
the
down for an Illinois
regulations. She doesn't
trip.
have her
Let's
Freud card,
go.
but she could probably come up here and.
Exactly.
So like next time my mom's in town, maybe I'll have grandma come.
Grandma, we're going shooting.
Dude, she would enjoy it too. She would enjoy it way too much.
So?
She'd enjoy it way too much. She'd be
Okay.
like, "I'm gonna go buy a gun," and my grandpa would be like, "You're not buying a gun." Even though he
Who would
used
win
to
that
carry it.
fight?
Oh, my grandma.
Because she bought the gun.
Yeah, she already bought the gun.
bought it.
Yeah, my grandpa's gonna get shot by my grandma. My grandma's hilarious, dude. She's so funny.
I already had one.
Yeah, bam, bam.
She pulls out her own. Yeah.
Draw. Yeah.
I've been waiting to use it.
On grandpa. Yeah. No, it's crazy. My grandma would have way too much fun. I kind of wish I could like go
Would
take
Grandpa shoot with us?
He's getting too old, man. It sucks. He would if he was like feeling good, I guess, that day. He is a Korean War vet, so he has like he has carried before. He said he's carried into some really weird places. Like I don't know. He didn't really talk about it much when he was like, remembering it back. But yeah, he was like a postal carrier service guy, so he had to go into some rough spots in Korea. But he carried, so yeah, he'd probably shoot if he was like feeling it that day. Probably get like an old 1911 Colt for him or something like that. Dude, I want to buy one. I want to buy a Rock Island Colt because they're only like $400 or $300, and they're like just as good as the Colt.
Oh,
like, 1911s. Yeah. So otherwise, I'm spending $2,000 on it. Bushmaster ACRs are coming back.
I saw that.
They're selling for like $54K or something like that. It's like, dude, like that should be like $5K custom, maybe like $3K top.
Yeah, that's criminal.
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully they lower the price a little bit because it'd be cool.
These damn tariffs.
Would be, yeah. It'd be better to buy. It'd be cooler to buy an ACR than like a Scar. Like I think I'd rather have a Bushmaster than a Sig.
At that price, I don't know.
Well, no, not at $54K. I'd rather buy a Barrett if I'm gonna go that expensive.
I'll buy 10 Sigs for that price.
Yeah, I could buy 5 50 cal Barretts, like if I really wanted to.
Yeah, let's buy one of those.
Dude, oh my god, they're like $13,000, and then like bullets, they're like $7 or $8. They're like $8 or $10 a shot. So it's like $50 a clip, pretty much. Yeah, that's expensive.
Sounds fun though.
Yeah, it's probably more than it's probably like $100. They're probably like $20 rounds. Because right now, like I think PSA is working on a 50 cal right now, and it's like $2,000. So I don't know, like I'm sure the first models are gonna be breaking a lot, but I want to check out what they look like in like 3 or 4 years. I can't print 50s, man. Lowers will not handle that pressure. That's crazy amount of plastic. It would be cool though. I mean, I think you could probably print
a replica of one.
Yeah.
You just couldn't use it.
Just put like 22 in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could like put a 9 in there.
Yeah, or 9.
Maybe.
9 definitely. Yeah. 9 or 22. Right now someone's working on a completely printed 9 milli that has a 3D printed fire control group, has a 3D printed slide, has a 3D printed lower.
Give me a 3D printed shotgun.
Yeah. I think somebody has it.
I will totally use it.
But dude,
deer hunting.
Shotguns are so cheap now anyway. It's like you don't even need the 3D print them.
But it'd be fun.
I want to build a shotgun. That's what I want to do this year.
Let's do it.
PSA is coming out with like a...
You want a duck gun or a deer gun?
Deer gun, bro. Well, I want to go... I have that 308 that we have to go take out for hunting. I don't know. Whenever we get to do that, that'll be fun. I wanted to put a sniper scope on it, but like now that I'm looking at it more and like I'm not going to be able to get my silencer for it because I don't have the right threading for it, which I'm kind of upset about. And I really thought the NFA was going to get canceled. Like I thought the tax stamping was going to get taken out. It looks like they're not going to do that anymore. Could change.
For now, yeah.
But I wanted to do like a longer barrel on it so it looked more like a sniper, but now that I can't do that, I kind of want to do like an ACOG on it. Do like a 4x zoom. So it's like, 0 to 100, but it can shoot pretty effectively up to like 500 or 600 yards.
Yeah.
And then I feel like hunting with that is just like easier. But I have it rigged for a sniper scope right now. So, and I spent money on everything. So I'm just like, oh my God. Like, it sucks. Like, you just spend money on things and then you have to like wait. I'm still waiting in the mail for another part. It's like, it blows, dude. Like, I feel like this gun started out with a plan and now it's just like, I still have to paint it. And I don't know when gun season is, but I have to be ready by then.
Oh, you'll be ready by then.
I hope.
We'll shoot it before then.
Yeah. And I have to find a new gun range. And I think we should do a B tier gun range day.
I'd be down.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. Like, we bring cameras out and just like shoot all day. But we have to find a range or private land soon. If you have private land, let me know.
I could reach out.
Okay. That'd be cool. We can get rid of coyotes if we need to too. Maybe.
I'm sure we could.
Okay. But yeah, if you actually do have private land, we should jump on it. Because, yeah, it's either, I don't know. We can't really do public land if we're going to be, like, out there filming and stuff. I feel like that's always something.
Yeah.
But if we go to a different range, I don't know how they're going to, like, handle everything either. So it's like...
No, right.
I'd rather just... I wish I had land. Maybe I'll buy a piece of land this summer.
We just go
like,
shoot.
Yeah, and that's literally all it's for. Like, we just dig a trench, we have a backstop, and then it's like, boom. That's it. I don't know.
All we need.
Yeah. But then we have to make sure we're not close to anybody's house. We gotta make sure. There's like so many things. Outside of city
fired
limit.
in the neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly. It's like in the middle of nowhere, and we're just banging. I don't know, man. They get mad. They get mad. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Is there anything else we got to talk about today? I think we'll have Brad on Friday.
Maybe.
All right.
Gave you an easy one.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, should we make a new drinking game next week or this week?
Only for Brad?
Yeah.
It's Brad's turn.
I feel like that just has to come up on the spot, whatever it is. But yeah, so
I ain't falling for that one again.
and then I think we had talked about it, but and not yet. We probably won't do it, but like having like some conspiracy theory episode themed once a month or something, and then maybe doing movie reviews. I don't know. That was the other idea that was kind of the two popular ones.
So are we going to see movies now, or are we?
Well,
like, that's
Jeff
the thing,
didn't want to
like-
go to the movies. He's like, I don't want to spend money on that. No, I was like, because me and Jeff used to go like every week. We would go to the movies every week with Alicia, Kayla, and like we just spend a lot of money. Like we did the math and we were like, dude, we're spending like $200 a month on movies. And he's like, we could just like watch movies at home. And I was like, you and I both won't stick to that though. And then he's like, yeah, we could just do the pod. Like I was like, all right, sounds good. But I think if we did it here and like filmed our reactions while we were watching the movie and then like played it for B-roll when we like talk about it for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes after the show, we could do that. And then for getting new movies, I mean, I found a way, I guess. I don't know. Like I can always find a way for that. Yeah, we just watch cam rips off the internet or whatever, and then.
Okay, so bring my pen for those days.
Well,
can't be caught smoking flower on those days.
Oh yeah, that too. I was gonna say bring a pen so you can write down your movie review thoughts.
Hey,
yeah.
there is a way where it is a pen and you can write with it and hit it.
That's a lot.
It's a Benjamin.
A Benjamin. Yeah, that's funny. So something like that though. Movies, B-tier movie reviews. I don't know. Those are the two ones that kind of stuck out, I guess. Like everybody.
I
was
also like
maybe.
Brad's little game, Florida Man or Not, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know how often we.
No, not saying we do it
we
every
should do
time.
an episode.
Like, yeah,
we should do an episode of that because that'd be hilarious.
try it out. Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it's like, dude, we don't want to become a variety show. I think everybody's kind of on that page, but I think it's tough because
I feel like that's how we're gonna get more views.
That's the thing. You have to hit algorithms. Algorithms are all about like trending
switching
topics,
up everything.
and
Yeah.
it's not switching up a lot, but it's just like making it more formal. We
Or-
talked about formality earlier.
Or talking one way or another about celebrities or whatever.
Yeah,
Which we could get into.
Entertainment news.
Which we
Always
can,
a
we can
thing,
get into.
you know?
And it's only my beliefs, but
Yeah.
no, I'm just,
Well, because if you really wanted to start doing that, you basically just scroll Twitter and you're like, okay, what's like the hot button topic today? And then boom. So like today, the big thing in movies is that the Wicked actor, the I can't think of her name, the black woman in Wicked, she might get casted as the MCU version of Storm, and everybody's mad about that.
why?
Because she's like Storm like in the comics, she's like plays this really, really like strong, kind of boastful woman, and everybody's like, she doesn't look like her or wouldn't act like her. So everybody's mad.
Kind of like the whole Little Mermaid thing.
Yeah. Like you can't have like a black ginger,
Yeah.
so people are mad.
Right.
Even though I think gingers are like part of the black community now. I think they were like formally welcomed. I don't know. Caleb mentioned it. It was on TikTok or something. So like, we could talk about news. We could talk about that kind of stuff, trends. And then
So during football season, all we're going to talk about is Travis Kelce.
Well, and that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to become that. I think we put an asterisk on sports. Like if you want to talk about it, you can. But like, don't talk about the relationships of sport players because that's like a woman.
That's
thing
the
to
only
do.
one that's getting talked about, though.
No, but that's like a woman thing to do, right? Women are writing those articles.
We're the View
not
now.
men.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the last thing we want to do. We want to like. I think if we talk about sports, just like, oh, hey, like this guy hit a home run. That was the first time that's happened. Yada yada yada. But I like the relationship stuff, I guess.
I honestly don't care.
The only relationship stuff I could really see coming up would be like Kanye West marries a new person, or Elon Musk has a new baby mama, or something like that.
Again?
Yeah, again. Yeah, like a lot. But
wait, there's more.
That's like general stuff. It's like it's not like crazy details. We get another Johnny Depp situation. I'd love to have. I wish we would have started our pod during that. Dude, like, that stuff was nuts.
He had another hooker in his bed? God damn.
Amber Turd 2.0, dude. But something like that, like that comes up, I'm all for it. True crime stuff, I'm sure Jeff's got that on lock too. So it's like, there's things like that. Or we have
Cotto for that part.
Yeah. There's definitely things like that. Maybe.
Ever. No.
Probably not. Because he was supposed to come here like last week and he never hit me up. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, general stuff like that. Like, and then I can just update the trends, words list and stuff. And then shorts should just pop out of it automatically. We'd have so many like hit names or whatever. And if we, I know what does really well is like the engagement bait with like, telling people Batman's not a superhero and stuff like that.
He's not.
He's a vigilante, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't have superpowers. But people get super mad about it. They're like,
For telling the truth?
Did you guys even read the comics? It's like, yes. But like,
where's his superpower?
There's different Batmans. There's like Batman Zero and like, Armageddon Batman and all that. But like, those are not him. That's not like the main Batman protagonist that that I'm following now. So yeah, but anyways, like engagement bait that way, like with the MCU universe and all that stuff, you can definitely do that. Which could be part of our movie reviews. It could be kind of part of everything like that. So like that might be in the realm of B tier. Other than that, like, I don't know how we don't really have to do like news, you know what I mean? Because a lot of it will come out like a week later.
Suit and tie, all right.
I mean, dude, formality.
Do we
want to talk about formal?
Do we come up with different names? Like, what is that? Anchorman?
Anchorman, yeah. Yeah. Maybe we just dress like we're on the Anchorman show and then we just go from there. I don't know. Yeah, it is something. It is something to think about. But I think entertainment news is definitely like good to kind of like start with and just kind of see what happens. It would help with views. I guess if you guys want to get more views, is what we have to do. It's like, but if you're like me and don't care about the view count,
I really don't care.
Yeah, I think Brad wants to make this a full-time job. So maybe he has to kind of lead that direction. That's the hard thing, right?
He needs to be here every episode then.
He does need to be here every episode. Like I hate that oh, I'm sorry you don't like to do anything Monday, but also like Mondays are gonna be an important day for news and stuff like that. If we end up getting paid, it's probably gonna be from those episodes. So I don't know. Yeah. It's tough. I mean, I don't know. You gotta put in work to get paid. Value. You gotta draw value, bro. Right?
Back to square one.
Back to square one. Yeah. Questions, comments, concerns down in the comments down below. I probably won't read them. So
Brad
good
will.
luck. Yeah, Brad does log in like once every 2 weeks to check them. So it's good. If you guys have any comments or concerns, he'll probably just reply
Just
with
at Brad.
He'll probably
Please
reply
do.
with an AI generated response, which is gonna be great. It's fine. It's what we need.
I need an AI generator just for like fake accounts, just so I can go in and comment.
You should do that. No, make a bunch
I
of.
think it'd be hilarious.
Is our Facebook page like doing well?
It's up.
Again?
It's
is
up.
It back?
It is up.
Are we back
For
to
now.
500 followers?
We're at.
I can't believe we had that many. We had like 300 likes, didn't we? Or 400 likes?
We had a lot more than that.
That's crazy, dude. B-tier pot. Who would have thought?
Blowing up.
Yeah. How many like views do we average out there? Like for when you
Right
post?
now, it's like 150 to 200 per short.
It's
Right
getting
now,
there, it's getting there. Didn't we have like 1 million? on one of
we
them?
had one at 1.01.
That's insane,
yeah.
dude. We had 1 million views on a video. And whenever we can monetize on Facebook, like that'll be a little bit of an ad revenue thing.
Right
and
now
if
we
you
got.
throw that into like our merch fund, dude.
Right now
like,
we got
that'd be
100
lit.
followers on Facebook.
Okay, all right,
So we're getting back. We're getting back.
Getting back. Yeah, the content's like definitely going crazy right now on YouTube. Like every day we have like a new sub or like a new
I
like,
think that's
higher
where
view
we're gonna
count.
blow up.
YouTube. Yeah, YouTube or TikTok.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're on TikTok.
Yeah. It's kind of like the two. YouTube, I know the game well. So,
Well,
like,
we've already been taken down once on Facebook, so my hope is not there.
yeah, that's
And I don't even know what for.
That's the other thing. Yeah. I wonder if they like thought that we were a botted account and they were just like delete.
You can't say that.
But yeah,
What couldn't we say?
YouTube is probably going to be the spot where we make ad revenue money, I think. Because like even TikTok, like they don't pay out as much anymore.
I think we
So,
should find out how much a Super Bowl commercial costs.
Millions.
Does it though?
Yeah, definitely.
Just for like a
A
15.
30-second slot's like $3 million, isn't it?
I don't know. That's why I want to find out.
Probably look it up. Look it up right now. Because Mr. Beast did one, I think, and he said it was like a lot. He said it was like 7
Well, if we
mil
buy it now, I don't think there'd be that many competitors, right? Like,
every year. I feel like
I
there's
don't know.
more
Like, I don't
competitors,
know.
isn't there? Yeah.
I don't know. I've never done this before.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. How much?
Or just put a commercial in like a random like sporting event. Like,
Yeah.
How much would that
We could
actually
do like a
cost?
Monday Night Football
Yeah.
ad,
Like,
and it's like us not even talking about sports.
couldn't be.
We have to make a commercial then.
We got the headshots. Let's just.
Oh, we have to do commercial. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, what would a commercial from BT?
I don't know.
Like? Yeah, I feel like we can write skits and stuff too. Like, dude, I don't know. Like me and Kyle could probably come up with like some really good commercial like marketing strategies. We bounce them off of each other on third shift every now and again because we're like, how are we gonna make money this week?
Where's he at?
Dude, he's been busy. He's been busy. Said he was like fixing his bathroom or something like that
Oh,
this
true,
last like
true.
week, and then like he's been planning a wedding.
Oh yeah.
So his like Anna or whatever, his fiance is like trying to figure all that stuff out. He has to get money for it. He's paying for the bathroom renovation. So he's got his stuff coming out the wazoo right now. which is fine.
That sounds like a headache.
Yeah, he's like house poor. We've been making fun of him. Me and Gabe have been making fun of him for it.
Wow.
We're like, oh yeah, you own a house, but you're poor. Can't afford anything else. Can't buy your magic cards anymore, can you? Yeah, it's just funny because he's like got a house, so it's like he's very obviously not.
How mad does he get about that?
Oh, not mad at all. You can tug his leg a little bit. Yeah, you can make fun of him.
I want to know his comebacks to all these.
Oh, dude, he comes up with some good ones. He comes. I don't know. He's a funny guy. He's always got
I told our
something.
schedule coordinator that if there's ever a third shift, let me know.
For third? Yeah. Dude, third is so much easier.
And
I want to go full-time again, but I don't know if I want to go full-time first or full-time third. Plus, I know the second that I do that, I'm going to be like, I want to go back to part-time because I have more things I got to work on. Because I'm not going to have time to work on things. And I'm going to be upset if I don't have time to, like, code during the day or, you know, like, I don't know, go to the gym, whatever. Like, that's tough.
I know if I went third, I'd go full-time.
Go full-time on third. Yeah. But Dana want to like drive though. I feel like that's like
that's the thing. I don't know.
You gotta get your license. Yeah. Work on that.
I took the permit test last.
Is that the
2
written?
weeks. Yeah.
When do you take the drivers?
I actually failed it by 1 point, so I have to retake this.
Did you hit the white flag?
No, I haven't taken my driver's test one day.
Dude, it sucks. Like, yeah, because then you have to wait like a month.
Yeah.
I remember that was like the only pressure I had when I got in there. I was like, I don't want to wait another month.
I don't care at this point.
But I don't know. When I start driving, like I go into some like weird flow state where I'm just like, I just like drive. I'm just like, all right, yeah. Like I become an NPC. I'm just like a me or like a sim. I just drive and like I don't even think about it. And then I'm like, oh, cool. I'm like where I need to be or like whatever. So like when I was doing like the driver's test or whatever, they were trying to tell me like, oh, you gotta like take a left here or whatever, and I was just like, okay, whatever. And then like she would say like, oh, just do this, and I'd be like, okay, all right, whatever. You know, I wasn't even like thinking about it. And I think that's like what, I don't know, like makes me probably like a decent driver. Like I just don't think about driving.
Yeah.
I'm usually thinking about something else, but like it's just happening in front of me, you know? Because I don't know, sometimes that happens with video games too. It's like you just go into like a flow state.
Oh yeah.
And you're not like hyper focused on the game. You're like focused on something else, but it's just like the game is playing and you're doing very well for no reason. Not like that Marvel Rivals tournament, I'll tell you that. No, it was tough. I think if we had more time together on the team, we probably would have made something happen. But our first round was like, and I didn't like how they did single elim right away too. It was 1 round and out right away. And then it went to like semifinals, and then it was like best of 3, and then it was best of 5. I wish they would have done best of 3 throughout the whole tourney, because then we would have like been able to know what the heck we were up against. Like round 1, you're out 5 minutes. You're like, what just happened? We didn't even like, and then the team that we lost to right away ended up winning out. So they won every single round that they played. They never even lost a round. So they cleaned. And you know, like, I don't know the structuring for it. They had like 4 Celestial players, which are like, you know, like the second highest rank, I think, in that game, right before like 1 above all. So that was crazy.
That was wild.
So it might have just been like a stacked team because we had 2 silver players, and then I was a plat, so I'm like in the middle. And then we have 3 Celestials, but they like haven't really like played much this season, so they were pretty much diamond players. So it's like Grandmaster, Diamond player. Yeah, it was
That's fair.
tough. But, you know, for all in all, it worked out great. And that's the fun part. Everybody had fun.
Yeah, that's the main part.
Everybody had fun, except for me. Because I had to pay a charity. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Btier Pod. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Click that notification bell. If you want a Btier Bowler hat, they're going to be on the Btier merch website. We should sell hats. Like these hats. We just have to buy a bunch of them and then put I mean, dude, that's funny. I don't think
I could
people
do
will
it.
wear these though because they're fedoras or like bowlers. Unless if people start wearing formal clothes again. Anyway, thank
With
you
the
guys.
suit. I have to have one.
Peace out. Be tier.